What time is it, Mr. Wollf?
It's time to make AI music. So you found yourself online, wanting to make a little music, but you don't have any experience. That's just perfect. Come with me. Let's go to Suno.com. Let's make some music. Once you've signed up for your account, there's a few things you should consider. This program is based on a credit system, so each generation of each clip that you make will spend credits. Each generation won't generate a full song, usually. Now, you can use this program for free. However, you're only going to have a limited amount of credits per month, and it's not very much. Add to that, if you ever want to use this commercially, you have to pay for this service. At least that's what I understand. Once you're all set up, you'll be at this home screen. You'll notice on the left, there's 4 tabs. There's the home screen, create, library, and explore. Your home screen is going to show you other people's works, trending songs that are shared amongst Suno users. The create tab will bring you to a screen where you can actually create your music, and the library tab is where each song you generated is stored. There's also an explore tab. It's basically a way to help you explore random creations with different genres. It may be a good idea to check this out if you're unsure on what genre you'd like to use for your song. So let's create a song. Go up to the Create tab, click on it, it'll bring you here to this screen. On the left, you'll see a tab that says Custom Mode. Underneath, it will say a song description, whether or not you want it to be an instrumental, which version of Suno you'd like to use. I don't know why that's an option, but if you'd like to use the previous version, you can always click on that. I'm going to stick with version 3. In the middle here, you're going to have your generated song clips. And then on the far right here, once you select a song, it will pop up with the prompts you used, where you extended the piece from if it was an extended piece, I'll get to that later, and the lyrics used for that section, as well as a piece of AI generated art. Now, to start a song, you're going to want to start here on the left. On the top here, you'll see Custom Mode. If you're anything like me as a creator, you're going to want to control the content of your lyrics, and the only way to do that is in Custom Mode. However, if you are just looking for an instrumental track, go ahead and just select Instrumental and write in your song description. I'll get to the specifics of song description in a bit. Let's go ahead and start with the lyrics. Click on Custom Mode. You'll see a lyrics box pop up. Now you can create your lyrics a few different ways. If you have prepared lyrics, go ahead and copy and paste them in here. Understand when entering in lyrics, you're going to have specific structure to it. To create structure, you're going to need to use specific symbols and spacing. For example, if you need to create a verse, you have to use the square brackets. Type in verse between the square brackets. Copy and paste your verse. Let's say now you want the chorus. Once again, square brackets. You want a bridge, outro, etc. Before each section, you're going to need to have the section of the song listed between those square brackets. My only recommendation for this is during the outro, I would say put the lyrics in front of the word versus after the word, because Suno seems to think that when putting outro before the final lyrics, that it wants to end the song before it will sing those lyrics. So that's just something to consider when creating the structure of your song. There's another way to guide your song as it goes along. Let's say you want an echoing verse. The line in the verse is in the night, and you want the background vocals to be heard. You would put in brackets the lyrics you want to hear. That all being said, you can also use the square brackets to put in a specific section of the song. For example, bass drop, or perhaps a trumpet solo. Things like that. So go ahead and copy and paste your lyrics in there, but consider the song structure. Now let's say you don't have a specific idea. You're not really sure what you want, but you have kind of an idea of how you want the song to sound, or you want it to be about a specific topic. Let's say a song about bananas in my pockets. It's bizarre, I know, but let's just see what it comes up with. Alright, so now it's generated this song. And as ridiculous as this topic is, now I got a song about bananas in my pockets. Let's say you don't want to do that. You have a specific inspiration you want to glean from. For example, for me personally, I write poetry. I'll take my poetry, I'll copy and paste it in, and I'll see what happens. That all being said, if you choose to do this, make sure that the content that you're going to copy and paste in there is your own. That way you avoid any copyright issues. Once it's created something that you like, I'd recommend going over it, tweaking it how you like, changing things up how you see fit, and occasionally you might need to do this based on the flow of the song. When you generate things, it doesn't always create something that you are looking for. You may have to tweak the lyrics to support the music that it generates, depending on if you like the music or not. That all being said, just make sure you have the lyrics the way you want them. You can go ahead and then at that point, choose the style of your music. In the style of music section, these are the prompts you're going to want to enter to help the AI create the style of music that you want to hear. Now, you can affect the style of music in several different ways. You can write in several different genres, maybe just one genre depending on if you want to mix or not. Enter in a few different things that you think will affect your music, whether that be genre, sounds, specific instruments, specific vocals, all in an attempt to recreate the sound that you're looking for. Now, in order to do this, I recommend a little preparation. What I will do is look up a song on Spotify or wherever, and I will just type in the genre that I'm looking for. So maybe I want a sad EDM song. I may look through here, find a song that fits kind of the feel that I'm looking for, and I will take that and I will use AI actually. Specifically, I use Copilot, but I will say, Copilot, break down the genre of such and such a song. And there's lots of different things you can use to influence your prompts. And tools like Copilot will allow you to do that quickly and easily. Take these prompts that it generates for you and go ahead and enter them into the style of music. Now, I find with this program, with Suno that it tends to prioritize what you enter first. For example, I've put here progressive house. So I want to make sure that this song is more of an electronic song, specifically a progressive house song. I've added here progressive house, EDM, ambient sounds of the forest, lonely, and harmonious vocals. You can do any combination of these. You can do specific instruments, specific vocals, specific genres, specific sounds or feels or emotions. Prioritize them accordingly. I find that Suno, if you overload it with different prompts, it tends to not prioritize the ones near the end. Once you have that all in, go ahead and add your title. This doesn't really matter. You can always change it later. You've now entered in all the lyrics, all the style of music, the title, you're ready to create. One thing left to consider. You need to understand that the first clip you're going to make is only going to be 2 minutes long, depending on how much you want to put into that first 2 minutes. So consider that before you enter in the entire song into your lyrics. Maybe just enter in the first, second verse, the chorus, and maybe an instrumental track. If you feel like the whole song is going to fit in 2 minutes, go ahead and just copy and paste your whole song in here. It's only going to allow you to put in so much. If you have a really long song, it's not going to fit no matter what. Go ahead and click create. It's going to generate here in the middle. You'll notice that I have a few different songs or clips of songs in here. This first one here was generated first. You'll see that it has no part next to it. This one says part 2, part 3, part 4. What those parts mean is that I've extended that clip and I've tried out different variations to see what I like. Essentially, that's how you build songs here. It generates you a clip, you see if you like it. If you do and you want to build on that, you extend it. So to do that, you're going to want to hit these 3 dots, go down to extend, click on that. You'll notice on the left here, it has popped up that section that I extended. Above it, you'll see a time signature. Now that's important. Take in mind this time signature here. It will extend from the specific point in the song you want it to. Now, it doesn't matter where you extend it. It's easier for the AI to generate new sections of the song when it's not during vocals and when it's between an instrumental break, maybe between beats. Let's say I like this whole clip. I'm just going to start it from the 2-minute mark. I will add in my new lyrics, maybe the 3rd and 4th verse, another chorus, and an outro. You're going to want to change your lyrics, add in your next verses, or maybe new instrumentals. Change the style if you want. Maybe you want new vocals, a new instrument. Go ahead and add that. Or maybe you don't want any lyrics. If you want an instrumental section partway through the song, you definitely can do that. Just go ahead and click on the instrumental. Make sure you have everything copied into a Word document or something like that if it generated lyrics you like, because you could accidentally delete it. Go ahead and make those changes. Once you're ready, go ahead and hit extend. Now you just keep doing this over and over until you have a finished product. To piece this together successfully, it doesn't show each part together that you've extended. So you're going to see, if you go on the far right here, extended from all these different tracks. If you want to kind of listen to each one and see, okay, it kind of flows into each other, that's the easiest way to figure out if you've chose the correct extension times. So just keep that in mind as you're creating this. So once you've reached the final section here, you can go ahead and click on the 3 dots again and go ahead and select Get Whole Song. Now that's going to generate the song in its entirety. Listen through that. If it sounds great, you can go ahead, click on those 3 dots again, and then download it. Now there's only one thing left to do. Kick back, turn on that song, and have a dance party.
This hidden frown, optimism challenge, reality surrounds. Life gives lemons, sugar's what I seek. Queen slipping away, oh so bittersweet. Stir my sugar.